Happy Friday, everyone. Let's talk. The number one thing, part 2. Last week we talked about part 1. What is the number one thing? This conversation is for those who are achievers, who strive to succeed, who strive to make a difference, who want to improve, who want to make a difference for others. And unfortunately, we forget the number one thing very often, most of the time, is to know that the only vehicle that gets us there with not just success, but with internal happiness is taking care of our body, mind, and soul. I'm talking about the self-care. This is the number one thing. I remember over the years when I was really struggling with my own success in my business, as mom, personally. One time, sitting by the lake, that one moment, this big voice, deep inside, but out loud outside, felt like it, spoke to me saying, this is the only one thing you have to do to be successful and happy. Take care of your own self. Taking care of your body, mind, and soul, loving yourself through your daily choices, is loving your world and bringing that health and energy and power into what we do. That is the number one thing, is to utilize our self-care to take care of our only vehicle that keeps us on the journey of life, our body, mind, and soul. Today, I'd like to ask a question, myself and you all. Y'all, I usually say that. How do I do this number one thing? There are so many. In fact, just yesterday when I had a speaking engagement, someone asked, this is a big topic. Self-care. Where do I start? What do I need to do? And let me ask you a question. What is it? Well, first of all, you can go and take a self-score assessment or a self-score quiz. Go to coachingbynadia.com and let me see. Yes, /self-care score. Take a quiz, 20 questions, and see where you stand with your self-care. It might be a good start. You will pinpoint a habit that you know, oh wow, this one. And if not, what if I ask you, okay, what is the one thing you know you need to be doing and you're not yet doing that might take you there? Let's just start somewhere. Sometimes we get in this brain freeze and we all or nothing type of people. But sometimes doing something is already being in action and picking up that momentum. So what is this one thing? Okay, how do I do it? I invite us to look at not just taking actions, but taking actions that will keep us being consistent, let's say for the rest of our lives. They will create the routine for us to stay non-negotiably in the motion of taking care of ourselves. What is that? Taking inspired action. Inspired action is the action we take from the foundation of knowing our why. What is your why? What is your mission, vision, values, passion that gets you up in the morning? Knowing my sincere why, sometimes not even being clear, but just seeking clarity, Brandon Burchard says, seek clarity of my why will help me to step into the motion and sometimes do the actions I don't want to do, but I know those are the actions that will take me to my better version of life and self, just a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. Inspired action is the number one thing, or yes, the second thing in the number one thing, I mean, not getting lost, right? That will help us to build consistency in our self-care. Let me give you a little bit of flow here. I have 3 steps. Are you ready? To seek clarity, I'm going to teach you a great tool. Wow, I'm going to teach you 3 tools today. But 3 tools are the 3 steps of tapping into my inspired action and how to stay consistent. The number 1, know your why. The way you can look at your why is like layers of cabbage. Just unpeel. Say, here's my why. I want to make a difference for others. Then ask yourself, why do I want to make a difference for others? Because I want them to be healthier. Why I want them to be healthier? Because I want a happier environment around me. Why do you want a happier environment around you? Because I will feel happier. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm doing my own whys. So I'm unpeeling why underneath the why. And then, why is it important to be happy? In fact, this is pretty much close to the core. I might say, well, because the life becomes smooth and flowy and we can create more bigger visions and projects. But the core why is connected with either love or courage or happiness, like the abstract somewhat in the language term word that, this is it. It's that why that kind of inspires and brings the flame in your heart. That's number 1. Number 2, I shall do that. Number 2, now from knowing your why, and we covered the action. If that action that you know you need to be doing seems to be daunting and overwhelming or just too much, break it down into tiny steps. As I mentioned, something is better than nothing. What is that baby step you know you can do? And that baby step can be as small as you're gonna love, this is it. Yes, this is it. Because what we want to create in this step is be successful. We want our mind to say, ooh, you succeeded, let's do it again. Behavior rewarded, behavior repeated. Break it in so tiny, just master showing up. That's 20 seconds of your action. And celebrate. Give the reward to your brain by celebrating, even if it's just good job. Doesn't have to be anything big than that. So we talked about why. We talked about baby steps. And the number 3, I encourage us all to consider that accountability is the key to your long-term success. We can know our why, we can know our steps, but if we don't have the system of accountability, all I'm talking about is a successful support structure. And in fact, it has 2 elements here. It can be my internal. For example, you're using my power journal. It's you and the journal. It's a coach at your fingertips, but it's still you doing your own structure that helps you to succeed. And then external accountability is when you say, hey Nadia, I heard you have an accountability discussions for the journal. Can I join? You join the group. You join working with the coach. You actually raise the rate of your success and get faster to the better version of you, to the life that you want, to the goals that you're striving to achieve in such a faster rate. So again, consider accountability is a key to your long-term success. And also remembering that baby steps is where we take long-term success and break it into tiny steps to continue growing and succeeding from the point of our why, because why will help us with an inspired action, not just the action where I dream doing. Sometimes I still do, but I know my why and I get inspired to go into even the action that I don't want to do. But I have my why so strong that I sit and I discipline, finish, start and finish. In fact, we will be talking about it in my personal productivity and time management tools. I'm just going to teach you the best tool, how to do that action I know I don't want to be doing and I'm procrastinating on it in a matter of a few minutes. So please join us, or you can just go to sign up for my insights first and I'll send you the invitation. To sign up for the insights, it's coachingbynadia.com/insight. ladies and gentlemen, the number one thing is to make a difference, really that powerful difference, the difference that comes from your internal fulfillment and completement. Is this the right word? Your internal power is to take care of yourself first. How I take care of myself first, long term, for the rest of my life, is knowing my why, because my why helps me to take an empowered action. Use the baby steps to continue growing in the process, and remember that accountability is a key to your success. Set your successful support structure for yourself and ask others. I hope this was useful, and again, if you'd like to join us, head over coachingbynadia.com, sign up for our insights, ask questions. You can also contact me and have a one-on-one conversation. And I hope this was useful for you. And remember to love the world, love yourself through your daily choices.